Hi, this is Pastor Doug. Conflict seems to be a part of every human relationship. I guess it goes back to the garden and the original sin where Adam and Eve disobeyed God. And as God confronted them, Adam quickly threw Eve under the bus. It was that woman. It was that woman that you gave me. She gave me the fruit and I took it and I ate it. Instead of taking responsibility for himself, Adam was quick to blame Eve, who was the one that was in the closest relationship with him. And ever since, we all kind of do the same. It's so easy to try to protect ourselves, protect our own rights, our own position. We strive and we try to get ahead, usually on the backs of other people. Paul talks about divisions in the church, which can certainly also be divisions within a household or divisions within a community or divisions within a nation. And they are rooted in things like envy and pride and selfish ambition, of holding on to what we have or trying to even get what other people have. Paul uses the example of Jesus in Philippians chapter 2, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage, but rather he made himself nothing by taking on the form or the nature of humanity, and even that of a servant, out of a slave, and humbled himself even to the point of death on a cross. The extreme example of serving others for their sake, giving of himself for others, not holding on to his own position, not holding on to his own rights, but completely trusting in God his Father. What would that look like in our relationships if we had that kind of ruthless trust in our Father, that we didn't have to put others down in order to get ahead? We didn't try to protect ourselves by blaming others for either things that kind of affect us or situations around us that we don't really like, casting that blame on other people rather than just simply humbling ourselves and serving. Having that mindset where we value other people, we consider the needs of others as important as our own needs. Think of how that would transform your household, maybe your marriage, or your family, your relationship with your children or your grandchildren, or relationships with others, even within the church or within the community or in your neighborhood. How do we view others? Do we have that mindset of Christ to serve, to give ourselves away? This week, as we continue our study in Philippians, we're going to even see two examples, one of Timothy and one of a man named Epaphroditus, who served others in the name of Christ, even to the point where Epaphroditus even risked his life and almost died for the sake of Christ, even as he served Paul. Paul uses them as examples of giving of ourselves on behalf of others. Who can you give of yourself to this week? What rights are you holding on to? How can you trust God, your Father, that even as you humble yourself for the sake of others, that God will be the one that lifts you up? He will exalt you in his time, in his place, in his way. I hope you have a great week, rejoicing and trusting in God. We'll see you on Sunday.